It's Alexander Williamson here. Secret history living inside of your aquarium. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you, thank you so much, you guys, for those of you who have contributed to the GoFundMe site and who have, let's see, where is the, um, okay, sorry, I had to change a setting. But thank you, you guys. This is going to be kind of a quick live stream. Basically, there's been some people who, I guess, for lack of a different way of saying it, who don't think that I got hit by lightning. And this has been the battle of a lifetime. Today I'm struggling. The other day I put out a video on lightning, in a longer video, and it was really exhausting. And it's not like something I turn off and on. When I'm putting out videos lately or doing live streams, I'm actually resting for like, maybe I'll take a 5 hour nap beforehand, or I'll have slept 12 hours and taken all my medications. I've got like almost a dozen medications that I have to take, with different infections and neuro connectivity stuff. So basically, I just wanted to, one, first and foremost, because I don't care about the people who want to be all internet conspiracy theory on my little channel. But I figured I did want to show you guys what the bills are costing and stuff like that, just to show you, and also to let you guys know just how much you guys have helped Laura and I out, my wife and I out. We really wouldn't have known what to do otherwise. Being able to have this fund ready, that our friends set up the website. So that's the other thing, is I haven't been able to give you guys updates like, now my health's doing better, but it's slowly but surely getting better. And I have 9 doctors, and I have physical therapy at least every week for cognitive, for speech and visual, and then I have physical therapy for walking and balance and like dexterity, writing, and things like that. And then on top of that, I've got my primary care provider doctor that I have to see every 3 weeks as a quarterback. I've got an osteopath doctor, and I wish I got some lightning, some superpowers from the lightning, John. um, so far, my superpower is being able to be really tired and want to close my eyes, and not being able to multitask super well, except for right when I wake up. Um, and basically, one thing that is cool though is, like, I should have some massive scars. I'm gonna show you guys some pictures. So first, I'm gonna go over bills, just really quick, just for those people who are saying you don't have bills, you're spending this on this tank that I put together. So the thing about this tank is I put it together with existing pieces, and other than some of the fish which my mom and my friends have bought me, or I've traded my baby catfish that I sell, my green dragon catfish and stuff. Other than that, I've just paid for the tank itself. I mean, Jess, Shrimp Granny, she paid for the awesome filter on it, or sent me a filter. Friends have given me airline. I already had the CO2 tank. This cost all, this wood here and the cinder blocks cost all of $18.95. I actually did a video on that. So sue me if I've taken like $60 or something and put together this fish tank. I also didn't have to pay for the wood. I got the rocks outside. The plants are from other tanks around the house, and also from friends who own fish stores that I've been buying and selling fish from. who would give me clippings and stuff like that, as well as members of my fish club. So I just wanted to clear that up. And beyond all that, even if I'd spent $300 or $400 on it, I would have felt fairly justified because this bed here, this is where I am camped out, and here's the racks. But this is the room where I'm camped out most of the day. I listen to a podcast. I can't watch TV very well, even like even YouTube and stuff like that. I'll listen to it, but I don't watch it a ton just because it makes me nauseous and dizzy. I'm having a hard time multitasking. So, hey, I made it. What's up, man? Oddball Aquatics, hello. Scottish, hello. Jeff, Karen, Viola, Aquarium Cop, Flynn's Fish Rooms up in BC. Hello, everybody. This is because I've had some comments lately that people said, uh, you know, stop using your, or making up that you got hit by lightning, um, to sell something. I don't know. I don't know what they think it's for. But, so beyond all that, I also want to just show, for transparency's sake, because I'm so grateful that you guys have given me money, and I want to show you guys that I've spent it responsibly, or that the bills I have, how they're adding up, and what's kind of going on, and how I've gotten better, and things that came up that I didn't expect. So this isn't a ton about fish. If you don't want to hear about fish, or I mean, if you want to hear about fish, this isn't necessarily the best live stream. I'm just addressing like how much my bills have been, some of the cost of what I already have, and then also just how incredibly grateful I am that the Fish Fam has helped me out because I have no job. I've lost the skills to draw and write that were my job. Hopefully, they're coming back. I'm doing physical therapy and occupational therapy. I'm doing it, uh, and it's $40 a visit, and I'm doing it 3 days a week. And I've had over, I think it was 19 appointments since this happened, and I have several surgeries and things like that. So, let's talk a little bit about the surgery part before I show you the bills, which I will in just a moment, because I took some screenshots of everything and laid stuff out just for my own curiosity. It's pretty insane, and so's our medical system. All medical systems, I don't know. Um, but basically, I thought my teeth were going to be the huge problem when this first happened. I thought the fact that I got teeth knocked out and busted, uh, teeth cracked. You see that? I thought that, and then like the fact that I have like the bone up into this jaw too is there's a hole here in your jaw, and it goes up into your sinus. And so when the lightning hit me in the face, it burned out all this sinus and fractured here. And so now I have like a hole there that is leaking down into like in here somewhere. Oh, sorry guys, that was really gross. I should have warned you that that could have happened. But I have my sinuses can drain through my gums now, so I'm sorry about that, guys. So they're trying to put that down, but what it is it's dead tissue all up in here. One of my entire sinuses has died. The got one here, here, and up here. I think another, maybe another. I don't know. And it has died. It got burned by hot gas, just breathing in when the lightning strike hit, I guess, and it blew all that out, including that pressure then pushed on all these teeth, and you can see where they came down, like the rim of the tooth actually came down. And out of all these teeth, uh, 21 are cracked out of 28. So like this one, you can probably see is cracked. So, yeah, Oddball, I don't blame you. Oddball, we should chat. Find me on Facebook. I'd love to talk about lightning and what we were chatting about before about fish being brought to spawn via lightning and water changes and so forth. So yeah, all the teeth hurt, Viola. I mean, not all of them. Some of them had crowns. Like this one was a tooth with a crown, and it's just literally like it just the force pushed it all out. But it's been almost 7 weeks now, so it's kind of healed over. But beyond that, I mean, I've just got like now I've just got it just kind of looks like eczema or like a light rash. I don't want to go too crazy about that, but so let's flip around here. I want to be totally transparent with what I make. I'm not some super rich YouTube star, but we've got the GoFundMe, and it's incredible. You guys and my family have raised $6,175, which is just awesome because that's not like taxable. It's set up like an actual gift. Whereas I so appreciate super chats and Patreon and all that, but they tax it at like a 30% tax rate or whatever. Still, I love it. It's awesome. And I still do those methods to the people that I like their streams. But there's the GoFundMe. Now, I don't have control over this GoFundMe. My friend Kate does, and she's trying to hand it over to my wife, and then my wife can post updates and stuff. But until this point, I haven't wanted to deal with it. To me, multitasking, remembering another password, all that kind of stuff is just too much. So, next up on the docket of money. So I have my Patreon account, and there's 15 of y'all that are monthly supporters, and before taxes, that's $59.59, and that's with them taking their cut. So that's probably $80 a month, and then Patreon takes their cut, and then taxes are 30% if you set aside. Whereas the GoFundMe works out as a charitable donation, or same with like a PayPal gift or something like that. As long as it's declared as such, it can be a charitable donation of small amounts. So I just wanted you to see that the money coming in, this is where I got money to set this up. I had the dollar per tank gallon, and okay, so Kathy B said, I had some lab work done recently after insurance. She owed over $500. Healthcare in this country is out of control. I'm sure your bills are. Yep, Kathy, you're totally right. And that's exactly what I'm going to show people. So I don't know. I think the people who are saying, like, he didn't get hit by lightning or he's milking this to make money, like, whatever it is, I don't have $6,000 worth of anything in here. Nothing near it. I don't have. I don't, and I have so much money going owed to these things that it's just silly to think that. But I've had several people now confront me and actually I don't want them to think that I would lie about such a thing. That's terrible. Like if somebody would scam someone like that. I mean, you can also go to king5news.com and search lightning strikes local man, and there's a news story on the local news channel, a very poorly edited story, but a story nonetheless. So what I wanted to show you about YouTube is even when I have the money icon on, this is a sneak peek behind the curtain. So we've had 2,021 minutes watched here and 310 views. So this is one of my lower type videos. but my estimated revenue is $28, and then YouTube will take, I believe it's, I don't remember what the amount is. They take some percent, like 20% or something. And then the government takes 28 or 30% of that. So it's really like 20 cents. It's like 15 cents that I made off of like a smaller video. And here is all the best videos. So this is the last 28 days, but I checked the last 90 days, doesn't matter. You can see how quickly it drops off. And so like the unboxing video talking about shrimp and plants and fertilizers with Lucas Bretz when he sent me a Get Well care package, that is the most money I've ever made, and that was $93, and there was a $60 super chat there. People like Bob Kaler and Betsy, as well as Jess Shrimp Granny, and I mean, there's so many of you guys that are just awesome, that add to this, but you can see quickly that it's not the ads that I'm making any money off of YouTube. So this is people putting in super chat, super chat, super chat. You can see here was probably a $10 super chat, and they take money out of it. Karen Guppies, I agree. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I just would hate to be accused of doing something like taking people's money, because I love you guys. Seriously, I do this for you guys and me, but I mean, I do this for the fish fam, for all of us. And you know how rumors get started and stuff, and so I just wanted to be totally transparent and show everybody like what kind of money this is. I'm nowhere near rich. I got 2,600 followers. It's no big deal. Um, but what's magical about that is that, okay, sorry guys. I had to reconnect. I don't know what happened there. Whoa, Alan, geez, man, you are awesome. I really appreciate that. You keep doing that, buddy. Thank you so much. I'm sorry we lost touch there with the internet taking a dive, but thank you, Alan. If you need help with anything personally in your aquariums, just let me know, and if I can do anything to help, I will. So let's see here. Estimated revenue. Here's that same thing. You can see it's people like Alan. He's just gonna cause another spike. Thank you so much, Alan. That's very nice of you. And that's what makes a difference on here, because the videos right after that, as you could see before, they bring in like, I can have 1,000 views and I'll make 28 cents or whatever. Now here's the list of each tooth that's cracked, and there's 21 of them. You can't really read that very well, but don't worry. So here was the grand total from my dentist, and I just zoomed in on that from the big total. But I mean, everything else aside, my insurance will pay 1,700 of it in the next, like if I do some of it this year and some of it next. Dental insurance in our company is just bonkers garbage. And that will be a subtotal of $15,000 there. I don't know. I don't see tax. Is there tax added on here? Yeah, no tax. So 15,000. Here we have 10% sales tax in Seattle. So that's another $1,500 on top of that. Alan, you're just a sweetheart. Thanks, man. And Karen, everyone else, I appreciate it. So what I did earlier, and then I cleaned it up because my wife was coming home, but I laid out each after visit summary from the last 2 weeks from my doctors and receipts. So if people are curious where the money's going, a lot of it's going to, one, I'm not working at all. Two, I can't draw or do the things that I used to do even on the side, like tattoo and that. So I am making a little bit of money off of selling fish and shrimp and stuff like that, I suppose. But I can't drive. And also, my copays and things are ridiculous. So let's see, can I zoom in on this? No, I can't on that one. But we'll get another one where I can. But my copays, like at Walgreens, like after insurance pays what they're going to pay, um, I end up paying, and this is every 2 weeks, $243. So it's just, it's pretty. Hey, Bob, how's it going? People like you, Bob, are who I'm talking about. The awesome people who support me no matter what. Alan and Bob and all sorts of people. But I was just quelling people who were questioning how I was spending money uh, with this lightning injury. A lot of people weren't. I've had 4 or 5 people comment that, yeah, Bob, I'm glad you caught me live, man. It's good to have you. People were saying that they thought that my lightning injury, maybe they thought that was true, but they thought that the money was a scam. Like, I didn't really have bills. Like, it's not that expensive. He doesn't look that bad. And then I had other people saying he didn't get hit at all. He's just trying to take people's money. So I don't know. I feel petty even addressing this, but I wanted to just once and for all, transparency wise, lay it out there so that everyone can see. KG Cichlids, bro, I love your content, but I mean, I don't know if you're just joking around or whatever when you say things, but I want you to be able to see, like, this is a giant stack of bills. Is $40 a visit, if not 60, if not 120 for specialists. And then this is the point where I say, look away if you're squeamish. We'll start with less squeamishy stuff. Also, these are the guys that are making me $350 per baby and $7 per, 2 incher. And they're the green dragons. And so that's how I help pay for a lot of this, doing work and getting the wood for free. Jess Shrimp Granny donated a filter. You guys have been so great. And so this is, as much as this is explaining where all the money went or whatever, it's also explaining how incredible the fish fam is. That on a channel that's so small, just has 2,500 people, that we have such incredible resolve as a group. Now, also, Showman and Betsy Cummins brought me this in the middle of the night last night. So this is a Do Aqua, kind of like a Wabi Kuza setup, and I'm trying to get it filtered out so I can see what's actually in it. But Showman had to move back to Bangladesh, and so he brought this over. But it's stuff like that people see and they think that I'm spending money on, and the truth is I didn't spend any money on this, and I am so blessed to have people around. But I guess they think that the information or the sense of community or the plants and things, especially if you guys live near, I really try to give away as much as I can in like plants and baby fish and stuff like that. Like let's make this a community. Let's share. Everybody if you guys are in Chicago, like team up with the people on the channel in Chicago and like let's make this a sharing thing. Let me see comments. Hey, I have a question because I have no idea what it is. My blue cherry shrimp was pregnant, but I don't think she's given birth yet. but there is a gathering of a small white creature on the aquarium. Do you know what they are? Those are probably seed shrimp, or they could be very, very teeny babies, I suppose. I'd have to see it though. I'm sorry. Alan says, make sure you negotiate every single bill you can. Pay less than the number they give you. It's like buying a car. I agree, right? Um, yeah, good advice for sure, Alan. I've gone through this with my mom when she had a brain aneurysm and stuff. So I've seen the games and how it all works. Um, I also was gonna show you SMB, go on to Facebook and just search for the secret history living inside your aquarium. And yeah, what's in the glass? Are you talking about the picture? These guys? These are from the tank over there. And I can walk over there in a minute, but I was gonna finish up this explanation to the haters. But these are just green dragon pleco babies, very young. This is like a shot glass. Uh, and I was just saying that they've had 150 babies twice now in a month. And so I've been selling those for $1 to $3 for the really, really teeny babies. I have some long fins now. Those happen to be short fins slash kind of in between fins. What I'm looking for, if anybody has them, I would love to trade slash I would be willing to spend some money because it's an investment that would pay me money back. Is I'm looking hard for a super red fancy finned or long finned plecos. So like super red, long fin pleco, or ancestris, I should say. That is the next big one that I'd love to get. Also, I have a friend who has L333s, and he's gonna hook me up with some of those for an incredible price. And I'm talking like the price of lunch kind of thing, just for fun, baby size. So it's a long, drawn out process. But if you can get somebody to sell it, Shrimp Granny, hey Jess, I was just talking about you and how much I love you and appreciate you. Bob and Alan and Jess, you guys are so incredibly generous. And even if you guys are on here watching and you're not the kind that always throws in super chat money, just having you guys come on and chat with me, that means a ton too. Like, I know how it is. I don't have money to throw around. Uh, Before this either, I was an artist, kind of broke. But I wanted to show you guys something kind of interesting too. So here is my MRI. So here is a normal back. Karen, thank you. Here's a normal back. You see this little I guess divot or dimple in the spinal column. White stuff you're seeing is nerve bundles and space on the nerve column, the packets of it. And then these are your discs. They've got like a jelly inside, and then this is your vertebrae. Um, does anybody see a problem with these two compared to these ones all up above? This versus this, and also this. So it herniated, but it also leaked and burned. So this is all burned, and I am lucky I am not paralyzed. It also burned because this disc, or this disc here, instead of just going plop and herniating out like that, it actually burned away. All the liquid came out, and if you look at it from other angles too, it's got pieces just shredded and hanging off. It's a bad photo. Um, So then I wanted to show you guys this one, and this is for the people who have been online saying that I didn't get hurt, that nothing happened, yada yada. I just want to show you guys what I'm going through so I can silence those people. I feel like I shouldn't have to, but yeah, fusion is an option, but they said that fusion is, it doesn't always go so well, and yeah, so I've got some interesting options. They also, right now, they're waiting for all of these. So there's all these spots on my body right now, like where I got really heavily burned before, um, where the inside is dead. And so there's spots like right here. If I push on my shin, you can actually see that I can push down, and that bone and cartilage is all missing now. And it got burnt and killed, and now there's no blood flow to the area. So that's why I might have to have all these different little surgeries. And it's like for a day surgery, it's like, oh, cool, they cover 90%. Oh, it's a $4,000 surgery. Oh, that's $400 out of pocket. Oh, they don't cover the this or that, or you need a prior authorization, and we couldn't get one, and we had to take care of it now. Stuff like that, and it adds up. And so the account, having that account that I can get into, the GoFundMe, has been incredible. It's been awesome, and I appreciate it so much. I've had several herniations too, up in my neck, also, Bob. This is just kind of a funky one because of how odd it is. So, here's a little lesson in backs. So, this thing that kind of looks like an elk's antlers on the wall or something, or a bird head with dreadlocks, I don't know. Whatever it looks like. These little black things are your biggest nerves in your spinal column. The white part is nerve bundles and insulation, so to speak, on those nerves. And then these are radial nerves that go off through your hip, down to your leg, down to your groin, etc., etc., etc. And this also, you can see uh, it's not symmetrical as it should be. But so down here, herein lies the real problem. That skull thing is not there at all. So all these important nerves, this is a tenth of a millimeter, and I would have been paralyzed. Gotta run, Jess. All right, you take care. That's a tenth of a millimeter on that file. And here, these are like my leg, why it's numb. Like, you should see light here, right? Just like you see in this one, you see light here, all connected. But in this one, it's none of it is connected. You see there is, sorry guys, focus. There's like an island. There's a black line around it. And this just leads nowhere. This one's like crumpled up. So that's what's going on with my lower back and why I can't feel my leg and that sort of stuff. As well as this is another view of it. The one you were seeing before is looking straight down at this white thing. That's the skull looky dealy. Um, and then so this is turn away now if you're squeamish. It's nothing real crazy, but I just so first, like, this is what my face looked like. Uh, Real soon afterwards, my whole face swelled up. This is a mirror image. It didn't flip it around because it was like a selfie on my wife's phone. But that is the sinus that got burned. Is in that side. There you go. Now you can kind of see the color. Let's see. I'm trying to make you guys see what I'm seeing. That's kind of closer, I guess. Something. Yeah, there we go. So you can clearly see that's not this is not a good thing. It's not a good look. Um, then in between legs, that's where it exited in the back of the thighs, which bled for a long time. You can see then it tightened up, and we had these weird burns. This is not liquid blood. It's just I don't know what to call it. Burn marks. And then, yeah, heading out, finish watching on replay. It's okay if you don't need to watch this, but I just want people to know, like, hey guys, I'm living this, and I would never take your money and put it towards a dumb fish tank. Unless you said, hey, put this towards a fish tank because it relaxes me, and it does, and I feel better and relaxed. And it's good for my mind to heal because I can't, sit and watch TV, and I'm kind of propped up in this room for 6 months to a year. Um, but it means a lot because every copay, boom, $40, and I've got one tomorrow, one the next day, one the next day. Uh, I know, I do, Alan. I totally do. If I own this house, I would totally have it. Plus, I wouldn't be doing everything by hand because right now I'm trying to bail out stuff with like, uh, uh, um, uh, a watering can that holds like a gallon or two just so I don't go over the limit they told me not to lift. Because if I herniate that lower disc, or if, I mean, it's way beyond herniated. It's like the jelly's gone. The jelly got heated up by lightning and it blew up. Which is just crazy that I survived that. Like, I'm lucky I didn't get paralyzed or get dead from just that alone. It's literally a tenth of a millimeter. Luckily, that's strong material in there. But in here, this was like my arm. And you can see here, not to be too gross, but that's fat in there. So, I mean, serious burns. And right away, the legs did burns like this. They were like spirals with kind of jagged lightning edges. Like yeah, kind of cool burns, and I was hoping, oh sweet, I'll get scars like this. Well, within a few weeks, I got, like, within 2 weeks they turned into this because of my lupus, and then they turned into this, and then they just turned into like charred, it looked like charred steak or something. um Also, my leg got edema, then I got MRSA. So this is that shin I was just showing you. This whole... Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, John. Your guppy history video is one of the best ever. I'm going to do an Endler video history, but let me know, John, if there's anything else that you'd like out there in that realm, because I love live bears, and I have, I think, 12 varieties right now, and I probably am going to need to get rid of 2 of them, but I've got some that I haven't showed anybody yet, and so in the next couple weeks, maybe month when they're old enough, I'm going to unleash a beautiful strain that is kind of hard to find. I know Twin City Guppies has it, but other than that, yeah, I don't know yet. So yeah, this was when my leg swelled up and I had MRSA and also DVT issues. So all not good. And this was, more initial not goodness. This was when a couple weeks ago when the pressure inside the leg from the dead tissue down here, live tissue, blood trying to get through, but there's no blood vessels on the deep interior of the bone and stuff, so it backed up and it was trying to figure out a way around and causing issues, and finally they had to what they call trepan it, which is what they call it for your brain too, but they basically lance it and then they let it drain. Also, this was what my legs looked like, just whatever. So I don't want to focus on all this gross stuff anymore, but for everybody who said, you know, nothing happened or whatever. I just want you to know that please don't just run around saying stuff like that for attention or whatever. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna stop people from doing that, I guess, but like by showing them this, obviously. But I just want you to know the ramifications, like, because I would never uh, do this as a plea to make money to get a tank. Like, I can get a friggin' fish tank if I wanted to. I don't have a job anymore. Like, I'm not gonna spend the money on a fish tank when I have tens of thousands of bills. So, and like, it's 84,000, for instance, for one of the back procedures, and I think the walk out of there would be like 8,000 or something like that. So, Bob, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Uh, Thank you, Bob. Bob just sent me another uh I'm sorry, I'm starting to fade mentally. Another super chat, and the super chat it says, for day after tomorrow, Cope, or whatever is needed most. This too will pass. Let's talk about them long fins. All right, let's get over to the long fins. I agree. Last thing I wanted to show you, so I can show you in the table. So this is just like a standard lighter, right? A Bic lighter. Well, these are filter media bags filled with lava rock from Home Depot. It was $3.98 or $4.98 for like a huge big old bag, like 10 or 20 pound bag. And then I put PVC through the length of it with another piece coming out of here. It is a good color. I agree, Alan. And so I have those bags set up. Here's all the stuff I bought for the tank. That's it. So some pea gravel and some lava rock, and I just needed a new bucket, and they were like $3. So got that. But that's what went into it. But with that, you get iron from the lava rock, and then you can see here. Uh, this was what this looks like. So I got these for $1.50 a piece. There's 6 of them. I know they're not going the right way. For safety kids, rotate them the other way. I have a friend with an engineering program that lets you play with all these tools and materials, and I found that this way with this wood and this tank and everything should hold 990 pounds, which is way more than I need. I need like 400 pounds. Um, and that's like comfortably with a margin of error like super low. But so that's what's going on here is over here we've got let's see, what else do we have in here? There's some more receipts for copays. But we've got wiring going under there. You can see it's treated press board, and then it's just like a light wood. None of this is nailed in or anything. It's all just balanced sitting here. And I happen to have to buy the extra wood and just used it for a front. I'll probably stain and lacquer that at some point in the future. As Bob requested, let's look at the longfin picos. So we've got here is one of, wow, that is some bad glare. Here's one of the medium fins right here, just to give you an idea. And then here is the long fin gal. Ah. And so she's real pretty when she swims. She needs to bulk up. But she's a green dragon, and I am hoping to find somebody with whom either wants to trade like a whole bunch of babies of these, or I'll just sell the babies of these. Because right now, this big old boy, who is ginormous, his head is bigger than the females. Uh, he is a short fin green dragon with genes of long fin green dragon, pleco, ancestress. His onodontodes are starting to split off into twos, which is great. Technoala says, I have an albino ancestress long fin. I like get mated up with female. No money to spend on such. Yeah, I want to get a super red. That's the real thing. Especially since I'm going to be in this state of being in my room. I'm gonna be in hurting in this way for a while. So, here is a male longfin. He's got odontode whiskers that branch off. Let's see if we can see them if we sneak around the side. They branch off into like three, four, five. Like they're crazy. They look like little trees. Um, and then the female is hanging off here. Right now, they just have a natural cave. There is an extra female in this tank right now. So, this is two female plecos that are long fin green dragons. And then this is a long fin and a short fin pleco pair. This pair's been mated up for, and her belly's swollen again with eggs. So she just keeps giving birth. Here's the Tatia catfish here behind the glare. They always look dead and they always get beat up because they strike so violently at their food that they hurt themselves. But, if you just give them a gentle, you'll see that they move. And this two's a couple. It's a male and a female, and they hang out there lately. And then we've also got the Coles, which I don't kill, but of Lucas Brett's line of tiger endlers and in there. Down here, we've got the loaches that I traded for credit, the panda loaches, which where are they? They're so teeny, they're like impossible to find. And then the blue, of course, Lucas's blue dream shrimp are in here, looking phenomenal as always. Just focus, look at that. So, they're another money maker on the side, but I just love having them. I just think they're beautiful. Where are all my panda loaches, though? That's odd. And there's young ones. Also, there are Babalti shrimp that finally have come back. I was afraid they were all dead for a while, and I spent really good money on them like 6 months ago. But they're all coming back. I've got brand new baby blue shrimp. I don't know who gave birth to those because, it's weird. I just don't know. There's a panda loach back there hanging out on the glass. I'm sure there's another one nearby because they like to hang out together. And then I've got some red wine crystal coals from Rob over at Flip Aquatics. And then in here where the light's off, we've got some red Neocaridina shrimp in the Devon tank, as we call it. The gray and purple, or purple and pink ram's horns kind of thing. Fire reds, yeah, they are fire reds. That's exactly what they are. They are fire red, painted fire reds from Lucas Brett's. Oh, there's that little cute panda loach. I do have a panda gara also, but the panda loach is really adorable. I really like them. I'm going to try to breed them in here. The other thing that's cruising around in here, if you look carefully, are Aru2 rainbow fish. And I love rainbow fish. I'm trying to see where they all went. Oh, there's some right there. So there's babies cruising around the top. You'll see them every so often. They're still real small, hence being in with the shrimp. And I feed them little golden pearls, is what they're called, or whatever, for food. There goes the little guy. And let's see here from top. Can we see? Might be able to see a little better. Yeah, there's one of the fish. That's the biggest of the Arus. Here's another one fighting the bubble current, which makes me nervous, but uh, he seems to know what he's doing, so whatever. And then we got a golden ram's horn snail with the red body flesh. Here we've got Pseudomagil reticulatus. We've got Pseudomagil gertrude, Aru2s, a couple up here, male and female that lay eggs. Here is the sneak peek at the new guppy. These are the females. I'm not showing you a male yet. They're separate. But here are the females. And they blow my mind how pretty they are. You may have seen them. They are from Dean Tweedle, who, if you watch Aquarium Co-op stuff or Swisky Vision stuff, they are the master breeder, as they call him. Dean Tweedle, great guy, nice guy, sweet guy. They are his, what do they call them? Snakeskin, like silver snakeskin, galactic red delta cobra guppies or something. I don't know. We made up a really long name for them. And then these guys are ready. I have finally combined the endlers that were Lucas Brett's tiger endlers, and I got them. They're yellow and kind of color changing in there, and their spots. So some of these have more leopard spots than others, like this one here maybe. Oh, it just has an array of them on the fin, but there are others, like this one here that's got leopard spots. Sorry, this lighting is really awful. People are like, oh, he's getting rich off that money. No. This lighting is DIY to the max, and I really need to get some new stuff. But right now, that's the bottom of my priorities. Just their food and the electricity is going to be their priorities, you know. So, also more Ancestress babies. They're in every tank just because I don't have places to put them all to grow them out. In the future, I'd like to get some endlers, but every shop I've seen so far only had males. Yeah, you know, I created this line from Japanese blue endlers that I didn't have females from. I just had some natural blue endlers, females that just looked plain, that I picked up from a different pet shop, combined them. They didn't have leer tails, so I spent 3 generations sorting out the leer tail issue. Or lyre tail, I should say. But I just love how they mate the mating dance with the lyre tail. It's so much fun to watch them use it. It's like, how did they know? Like, the generation before them didn't have it. They just had little teeny swords on the back of their tail. Yet this guy, the son of another one, where the father didn't have any, he's like mastered like floating backwards and like turning them around and twisting them different ways, and it's pretty cool to watch them use them for breeding and their little mating dances. So, also in here we've got my B string of Neocaridina. Focus. Some of them I'm looking at and I'm like, that's actually A string. But sometimes I'll look at them and they're molting and I'm like, you're not good enough. And I'll throw them in there and then change my mind later. Up here we got B string blues. These ones truly are B string. And then we've also got some Aeneas albino catfish and some Hesbrosus. And in here, using a typical mop has worked really well. Cool. Maybe I can get some from you when I can afford on this in the future. Where are you again, Technoala? I get some black in color. I use flashlights for lighting. I was gonna say, well, now the lights have turned off on it, so it's kind of dark. That and the sun's coming in and whatever. But in here, let's see. I don't think I can't. Are we still there? Okay. So let's see here if I can move this light forward a bit so you can see. Hold on. So this isn't that strong of a light, but it'll let you see. Oh, what is that? It'll let you see all my algae and whatever the heck that is. I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of plastic. But we've also got the gouramis in here. The stargrass growing in here. These cool swordtails. These are from Lucas. Nothing will do them justice, but they are iridescent pingu guppies that just shimmer so bright silver. And then these swordtails are really beautiful. I got them at Aquarium Co-op. My mom got them for me as a get well present, as well as the female 3 gouramis. So, just thought I would show you guys this. This is where those sandbags of lava rock are. And then all the rock, none of it is much thicker than like this thick. And it's all a facade to look like that step thing. Then this arrived last night because Showman was trying to get out of town ASAP, and we'll see. Thank you, Vi. I really appreciate it. One is an actual, those blue stripes on the side, the dark stripes, they go away when it's not trying to breed, but right now it's like actively chasing females, whereas this one with the yellow, this is an actual swordtail here. And this one, chasing it, is a Molly swordtail mix. So, it's like a bigger one. But you guys, I'm getting tired. And I really want... oh, you got some shrimp from Showman? I hope that goes well. I hope he does well. I know he's been having a tough time. So, I hope his travels are safe and sound. But we'll do a real live stream soon. This is just for literally, if you see anybody like, I guess I'm gonna call him out because he called me out. So KG Cichlids or KG Aquatics, I like his stuff. Like I said, he's always been kind to me, but he kept saying you didn't get hit by lightning, this or that. You know, you just want money to get tanks because you're broke, and I don't know, something to that effect. And so I just wanted to show him what I've been going through, and I wanted to show, more importantly, not for the naysayers, but for the people who have helped out, I wanted to show you how overwhelming things look, not to mention the extreme pain and trying to remember memories and stay close to my wife and everything. I just wanted to say how much that helps to have support and friends and a hobby and a preoccupation, not to mention the money, which is awesome. So, yeah, Bob, you saw that stream too? I don't know. I think he said it in someone else's also. But I don't know. I hope that quells things a little bit. So, all right, Bob, Alan, Jess, you know, Techno Allah, John, who all's still in here? I can't see. Karen, I think she already peaced out. Any case, to all of you in here lurking and stuff, Viola, that's right. Sweetie, thank you. I'm always glad to have you in the chats. But I'm really fading fast. My eyes are getting glazed over. So I'm gonna go find my wife and rest. So I will talk to you guys later. As always, thank you so much. I'm going to try to do more of the history stuff, like that lightning storytelling almost that I tried to do, but that really takes it all out of me, which is fine. That's good. Um, but I want to do more stuff like that that connects us and makes us feel loved or important, and doesn't matter on religion or beliefs. It's just science and true, and like we're connected, and there's all these amazing things going on in the universe, and they're happening, bits and pieces of them right here in your fish tank and in your life. So you guys take care. Tomorrow I got a doctor's appointment and then physical therapy. Thursday I got a doctor's appointment and a dental checkup to make sure my bone density here is enough to screw in plates, um, or in posts in here, uh, and then these teeth here, and then other than that, I think Friday's free, and then Saturday's more cognitive therapy. So one day doctor free. So oh no, right, okay, no. So Sunday's my doctor free day. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much as always. Take care of yourselves and your fish, and they'll take care of you. And let's all take care of each other. No drama, like you say, John. And thank you guys so much for those super chats. Always appreciated. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Take care. Peace. Love.